Good morning. Hey, y'all. What's up? Happy Friday. It's Friday, y'all. My favorite day of the week. Oh, my God. I'm still waking up, so y'all bear with me, okay? I slept in a little bit. I woke up this morning. The little rain was going on outside. I said, okay, I'm just lay here, okay? Because that whole sense of urgency sometimes just like irked me, and I'm not a morning person anyway. So y'all know how it is, honey. When you hear that rain coming down and early in the morning, when you still in the bed and you comfortable, I just feel like getting up, right? Because I'm off this week. But I'm here. I'm here. Darling Mungo said today is your birthday. Okay, so y'all know how we do. Okay, birthday shout outs to Miss Darlene Mungum. Let's put you up here, love. Okay, say today is my birthday. Can I get my song? You've done every year. Oh God, y'all gonna put me on the spot. Y'all give Miss Darlene Mungum some birthday love, okay? Before we get into our show. Anybody else with a birthday today? Anybody else with a birthday today? Please let Miss Darling Mungum know happy birthday. We love her. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And that's early in the morning. And y'all know I don't be singing early. So I hope you enjoyed your birthday song. Y'all give her a happy birthday shout out. It's been a while since I sang happy birthday to you guys, but hopefully you enjoyed your song and happy birthday and many, many more. Okay. Yes. Let's get into it. Let's speak to everyone. Let's speak to everybody. Happy birthday, love. Tanya White. Good morning. Good morning. Rose Onstead is in the building. That's my top flight mod. Thank you for being here. Who else we got? Miss Reba is in the building. Good morning, Miss Reba. Good morning. My other top flight is here. Tiffany Thomas, thanks for being here. Of course, our birthday person, Miss Darlene Mungum. Good morning. Good morning. Deborah Banks is here. Good morning. Good morning. Who else? Let's keep scrolling. Lorraine Tyler is here. Good morning. Good morning, E. Parker. Lord Eden again. Good morning, Audrey Williams. Good morning, Dinah Black. Good morning, Marion's Favorites. Good morning, D is real. She said you up making biscuits. I gotta come over there. I ain't had no biscuits in a while because I've been off bread, y'all. I ain't been eating no bread. But I love me a good biscuit now. Yes, God. Homemade too? Yes. Said yes, you sleep good when it's raining. Oh my God, that's the best. I would sleep through a thunderstorm. Oh my God. Let's see. I said the bed can't hug you tight on rain. Oh my God, I love a rainy day. Yes. Y'all feel me? Who else? I see Miss Shirley Bishop is here. Denise Slate is here. Cassandra is in the building. Good morning. I almost lost my spot. Hey, April RN Virgo. If y'all need a good RN, honey, April, come on over there and get that good mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. All right. She'll bring you back to life, honey. Joyce Jefferson, good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Y'all keep giving those birthday shout outs because we love that. All right. Yes, Miss Darlene. She said she love it. Yes, honey. Y'all give her birthday shout outs. Who else we got? Simple Mom Family TV. She is a content creator. You guys check her out as well. Okay. Dolores Campbell. Good morning. Who else? Tanya Harris is here. Kim Jones is here. Good morning. She said I made her morning. Hey, thank you so much. You made my morning too. Okay. Denise Slay again. Good morning. Sweet Vern. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. And everyone coming in. All right. We almost have 60 in the building. Everyone's still joining. Let's please continue to hit that like button. Sophia Jordan. Good morning, ma'am. April RN always think that's funny when I say she's gonna do mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Yeah, I ain't doing no mouth-to-mouth. Okay. I don't know, child. I have to figure out something else. Or somebody else. I don't know. I have to do my good praying for you right there. Pour some good oil on you. I don't know. I'm such a germaphobe. I don't know. I might have to do like this, like put my hand over like that and then blow. I just can't put my lips on nobody else, child. Erica Washington, good morning. TGIF, I know that's right. Yes, honey. Easter Washington said it's her birthday too. Oh my God, happy birthday. Y'all give another birthday to Miss Easter Washington too. Okay. Y'all gonna make me sing twice, are you? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Easter Washington. Happy birthday. All right, y'all give her a happy birthday too, okay? Y'all give her a happy birthday too. All right. Oh my God, it's a lot of birthdays. Happy Friday and happy birthday, okay? Let's get into our show. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. The NGB, thanks for being here, dear. All right, let's get into our show because we got quite a few topics to plow through. All right. Yes, y'all keep the birthday shout out and the likes coming, okay? Yes. All right. Let's get into y'all president, honey, because he ain't my president. I told y'all. Obama is still my president. Donald Trump speaks on Prince Andrew's most recent arrest. So let's get into that. Whew. Child, that got me up singing. At what time is it? 8 o'clock? Oh, God, I'll never do that. But let's get into it, honey. Let's get up to Trump line and whatnot. So Donald Trump speaks on former Prince Andrew's arrest. He says that I think it's a shame. I think it's very sad. Well, yeah, sad. And yours is coming next, right? Let me point my hand your way, honey. Yes, honey. Arrest is coming your way next. So let's get it.
Some of the big overseas studies of former Prince Andrew arrested by the police there, related to something with Jeffrey Epstein. Do you think people in this country at some point, associates of Jeffrey Epstein, will wind up in handcuffs too?
Well, I'm the expert in a way because I've been totally exonerated. That's very nice. I can actually speak.
When you've been exonerated, when you've been listed in that mud in the Epstein file 38,000 times, that's not exoneration right there. You have been mentioned 38,000 times, so there's another lie. You have not been exonerated. No, absolutely.
About it very nicely. I think it's a shame. I think it's very sad. I think it's so bad for the royal family. It's a very, very sad. To me, it's a very sad thing. When I see that, it's a very sad thing. To see it and to see what's going on with his brother, who's obviously coming to our country very soon, and he's a fantastic man, king. So I think it's a very sad thing. It's really interesting because nobody used to speak about Epstein when he was alive, but now they speak. But I'm the one that can talk about it because I've been totally exonerated. I did nothing. In fact, the opposite. He was against me. He was fighting me in the election, which I just found out from the last 3 million.
About something big.
He's so full of shit. But there is Andrew, child. We can't say Prince anymore because they've stripped him from his title. So he's just Andrew Mountbatten. They done gave him his last name back. They was like, I'll take the Prince off, child. No. But that's him, child. They're saying doing his Epstein bullshit, and that's why his ass got arrested. He did get out the same day. He served like 12 hours in jail and he was released. Okay, but yeah, he is facing some serious time. We're gonna get into that right now. All right. Yes, we are, because child, I done pulled it up. Let's get more into Andrew. Let's get into Andrew, honey. Andrew's facing some time over here. Y'all know the royal family, they ain't really fooling with his ass. But let's get into it. Ex-Prince Andrew is the first British royal arrested in 400 years, and it turned out very badly for the last one. So let's get into some history of the royal family and the arrest. All right, so he's brought a lot of shame to the royal family. 400 years, so he is the first in 400 years of the royal family to be arrested. Y'all hear this? So the arrest of ex-Prince Andrew on Thursday marks the first time a senior British royal has been taken into custody in 400 years, and the last time it ended up beheading. Ooh, child. Says that let's get into it. All right. Now let's look at this history. Shout out to the New York Post on this one. The last British royal to be arrested was King Charles the First. The monarch was forced from the throne, put on trial, and finally convicted in 1649 of waging a ruthless civil war against his own people. Now, Charles the First was exposed as a tyrant, traitor, unaliver, and public enemy. A court ruled at the time, it said that he was publicly executed in London at age 48. Andrew, meanwhile, faces a maximum sentence of life in prison. Y'all hear that? For the stuff he's involved in. Andrew, formerly Prince Andrew, is facing a maximum life sentence if he is convicted. Now, it goes on to say that Mountbatten Windsor, who was arrested on his birthday, which is Prince Andrew, and accused of sharing official secrets with longtime pal Jeffrey Epstein, is the younger brother of King Charles III, who took the name when he took the throne in 2022. Previously, Charles III and Andrew's sister, Princess Anne, became the first royal to be convicted of a crime offense or criminal offense in modern history. She was convicted under the UK's Dangerous Dog Act in 2002 after her bull terrier bit 2 children in Windsor's Great Park. Now, Princess Anne was fined $670 for the attack in order to pay $330 in compensation. She was not arrested in the case. So she had like a little minor situation, okay? She wasn't out here doing no Epstein shit that we know of. But yes, so Andrew is facing a maximum sentence of life. So he is out currently right now. The royal family, they don't want him on the grounds at all. They were talking about having him sent to another country, try to get far away from them. But I don't think he'll be able to leave, being that these charges are still on him, and that he probably will now be having to go to court and fight all of that. If he's facing a maximum amount of life, I hope he don't try to run, because they will get his ass, right? They will get him. But what y'all think about that? That's some royal updates for you guys right there. Let's get into this next topic, all right, of our very own Mr. Jesse Jackson. Y'all know he did pass away here a couple of days or so ago. So Jesse Jackson's family is denied rotunda honor. Speaker Mike Johnson says no. So let's get into this, honey. According to the North Carolina Beat, according to reports by Roland Martin, House Speaker Mike Johnson has reportedly denied a request from Democrats and the family of Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr. for the civil rights icon to lie in state at the U.S. Capitol. We know why Trump probably behind that bullshit. Now, I said that Democratic leaders and members of the Jackson family allegedly requested that Jackson, or Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr., the legendary civil rights leader, two-time presidential candidate, and longtime activist, be honored with a Lion State ceremony inside the Capitol Rotunda. It said that, but Speaker Johnson reportedly declined the request, citing a recent rule change that reverses the Rotunda honor for former U.S. presidents only. How convenient, right? What do y'all think about that? All right, so let's read. So it says, breaking news from Roland Martin Unfiltered. Thanks, Roland Martin, for putting that out. I like Roland Martin. Says that House Speaker Mike Johnson has denied a request, as I just told you guys, from Democrats and the family of Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr. For him to lie in state at the U.S. Capitol, citing a recent rule change that the honor only be reserved for former presidents. Now, in 2005, Rosa Parks became the first and only citizen granted that honor in the rotunda of the U.S. Capitol. Now, in this July 28th, 2020 photo, it said that Reverend Jesse Jackson pays his respects to Representative John Lewis, who lays in state at the east front steps of the Capitol. Said he was supposed to be in Rotunda, but that was changed due to COVID restrictions. Said that he was the first Black lawmaker to lie in state at the Capitol. Now, they did not release the picture, don't know why, but so now that's what they're doing. They're keeping Jesse Jackson from being able to have his body lie in state because this new rule change they say that they have now. But what do y'all think about that? I feel like it might be some racially motivated stuff, because I feel like he should be there. If anybody should be lying there, child, should be him, because he's done a lot for the American people, right? Especially our people. So prayers up and condolences for Reverend Jesse Jackson. For those of you that follow me, I also posted the funeral arrangements and all of the viewings that they have for Reverend Jesse Jackson upcoming. So for those of you that stay in the area, if you guys want to go, or if you want to fly and go, that's up to you. On all of my publications, if you follow me on the Carol Rail Show, it's over there. It's also on YouTube. It's also on Instagram. I posted as well. And if you follow me on TikTok, I've also put it there. So anywhere that you follow me, you should see it. And all the information is there. Let's get into the next topic, okay? Yeah, they need to put him away. Baby, he needs to be put away just like a president, because he did a lot. This man marched with Martin Luther King, all right? Rainbow Coalition and all that, child. He was doing a lot. So he should definitely get all of the perks that everyone else get. Yes, God. All right, so Bill Cosby, child. Bill Cosby's back in our news, child. They are back on his ass again. Lord God, America's favorite dad is in the news again. Bill Cosby, they said that the court demands records of any transfers to his wife, Camille. So y'all know all these Beckys that he been sprinkling in they drink over the years. Well, they have come for him and his damn money. So word on the curve is that they feel that Bill Cosby is starting to transfer funds and or properties and things that he may own into his wife's name to keep the Beckys from getting his prized possessions that he worked all of his entire life for, right? They are coming for his money, honey. He's had to sell off a few properties. I covered that here. I know he sold a really nice property in New York, and he sold another one in another location. I forget the actual state. But he's starting to sell off properties because they're really tapping his pockets with these lawsuits. Okay, Andrea Constant, y'all remember the one that looked like a dude with that curly hair, looking like Richard Simmons? She sued him and got millions from Bill Cosby, and that kind of hit his pockets a little bit. He actually went to jail behind her. The real tall lady, white lady, looked like a dude. I don't know what the fuck Bill was thinking. Right? Like you had like some type of sexual fantasy or sex demon on you, sir. I don't know. But messing with these damn Beckys and got your ass caught up again. And I keep saying it, this is at a time when Bill Cosby should be sitting on his damn balcony at his home, child, enjoying a nice little cigar. People watching cars go by, just like sitting back and basking in all the things that you've accumulated over your life and enjoying your wife, Camille. But damn, you got all these Beckys coming for you, filing lawsuits left and right. Let's get into this. This is sad. Bill Cosby is being forced to answer questions about whether he transferred property to his wife, Camille Cosby, after his ongoing legal troubles, according to TMZ. Shout out to them. Following a hearing this week, Cosby was ordered to turn over financial records showing his and his wife's net worth within the last 2 years as part of a lawsuit brought by one of his RAPE accusers, Donna Moxinger. Okay, that's Bill and Camille back in 2007. She's so pretty. Let's get into it. The comedian was instructed to produce records showing his bank statements, retire accounts, and other financial accounts from December 2024 to December of 2025. Okay, he just recently sold some property, so they're gonna want to know where that money at. So it said that the judge says that Cosby will have to produce any documents showing the transfer of any property from him to his wife, and I hate these pop-ups. Or his family or any business, trust, and companies in which he, his wife, or family has an ownership in the past 12 years. Oh, God. Now, it says that as TMZ previously reported, Donna claims that Bill drugged and R-worded her in 1972. In the case, Bill admitted during a deposition that he obtained a recreational prescription for Quaaludes that he secured from a gynecologist at a poker game. All right. He also said that he planned to use the pills to give to the women in hopes of being intimate with them. This is the woman who was suing him, that he allegedly gave her Quaaludes, allegedly. Now, Donna alleged that Bill gave her a pill that she thought was aspirin. Says that she claimed that she fell off after taking it, and says that she woke up the next day in her bed with only her underwear on. The case is ongoing. So this is sad. I really hate this for him, but accountability. I mean, you did these things to these women. You openly admitted that you did go to this gynecologist, which he says now, and I covered this as well. This gynecologist was fired and his license were taken for giving Bill Cosby these Quaaludes under the table. Okay, they were not written out in the prescription because he was not supposed to be giving them to him anyway. Why the fuck are you seeing a gynecologist? Only women see gynecologists, right? But anywho, so Bill Cosby is in a lot of trouble, and they are looking at his finances because these women are coming for his money. I would really hate to know that Bill Cosby, the Bill Cosby, will leave this earth broke, busted, and damn disgusted from all of the shit that he has done. Camille Cosby has chosen to stay with him and ride this thing out till the wheels fall off. She stayed with him during the time he was in jail, even though he blocked her from having access to the finances. Yeah, did y'all know that? Because we covered it right here. So he blocked his wife, Camille. Camille had to go through several people in order to get any type of money out of accounts during the time that Bill Cosby was locked up. And she's the wife. And she still stayed. She still stayed. I'm not calling your security to tell your security to get in touch with your manager, to tell your manager to get in touch with your financial advisor because I need to move said amount of money to pay certain such and such and so. I'm not doing all of that, and I'm the fucking wife, right? I should have access to any and all accounts, especially with all the shit that you put her through, right? Like, yeah. In a way, I feel bad for you, Cosby, and in a way, I don't. I'm just saying, because no one should be out here doing that to women. Like, shit, that's if you can't get the women without doing all that. Is given, because Bill Cosby, you was not a looker back in the day. Maybe he was a smooth talker, but not a great looker. He was doing this to white women, and it's so sad that he was feeling like he needed to put shit in people's cups in order to, or glasses in order to, get the booty back then, child. Ooh, that's a lot. So yeah, you paying for it now. And the saying goes, what goes around comes around, and what you do in the dark, honey, will be in the light. And It's called karma. Karma will bite your ass, and sometimes it don't be the next day. Sometimes it can be years, right? Years. Years. This what 40 or some odd years, and these women are coming back suing his ass, and this is sad. I really hate this for him, but hey. And his wife catching strays behind this shit too. But let's get into the next topic according to the neighborhood talk. Y'all sound off. Let me know how y'all feel about these topics, okay? All right, so a Florida father is battling stage 4 cancer. He is sentenced to 37 years after giving his unlicensed 15-year-old son permission to drive, leading to an accident, unaliving a family of 4. This is sad. I hate this, okay? Let's get into it.
Osceola County father will spend decades behind bars for a deadly crash that claimed 4 lives. Richard Ferguson allowed his teenage son to drive without a license. That teen blew a stop sign and hit and killed a grandmother and her 3 grandchildren back in 2022. Channel 9 reporter J.J. Burton joining us live outside the Osceola County Courthouse. And J.J., some really tough emotional testimony that you heard from both families today.
Yeah, both families, they were crying. It was sad for all involved. Now, we also heard from Richard Ferguson and his daughter. They talked about that they said that he's sorry. And the daughter asked the judge not to give him the maximum because he also has prostate cancer, stage 4 prostate cancer. Wow. However, the victim's family, they spoke as well, and they said they wanted the maximum. From the witness stand, and facing the family of the 4 victims and his family, 69-year-old Richard Ferguson read a letter he wrote.
I am truly deeply sorry for your loss, for your suffering, and for the permanent emptiness left in your life.
On September 3rd, 2023, Ferguson's then 15-year-old son, Rashard, ran a stop sign while driving his father's Impala. He crashed into Trinidad Hernandez's gray SUV. Hernandez and her 3 grandchildren, ages 1, 9, and 11, all died. Prosecutors say Richard gave his son permission to drive knowing he didn't have his driver's license.
If you gave your son the permission to back that car out, you did give your son the keys, did you not?
No, I did not.
Richard's daughter and niece spoke about what a good father he is, and he made a mistake. And they also asked the judge not to give him the maximum because he has stage 4 prostate cancer. The mother of the 3 kids, Sabrina Hernandez, had this to say in response.
This man is still alive. Your guys' family is still alive. If you want to hug him, you can hug him. Guess what? If I want to hug my children, I have to hug a vase full of a pile of ashes that sit in my damn living room.
After the sentencing, Ferguson whispered to his family appeal as he walked out of the court.
When I first saw this post, I said, what the hell T.D. Jackson did now? I thought this was T.D. Jackson at first glance, right? I don't know what the hell T.D. Jackson did now. But this is a sad situation for him to be in prison for, this particular crime. He's battling stage 4 cancer. Like, oh my God, even if you appeal it, someone's life was lost at the hands of you parents. You are responsible for what your kids do until they become adults. And he should not be driving at 15 unless he has a license to do so. So the father was wrong to tell his son that he could drive, which now ultimately has taken the lives of 4 people. And that's, something that that family cannot get back. So I do definitely understand their frustration and their anger in this situation. And the father definitely should understand their pain and frustration, because if the shoe was on the other foot, you would feel the same. You want the person responsible for taking your loved one. You will want them to be held accountable for that, right? So, 69-year-old Richard Seymour Ferguson was found guilty of 4 counts of manslaughter, and prosecutors accused him of allowing his teenage son to drive without a license. Now, according to the reports, Ferguson's son struck a gray Honda while driving a white 2012 Chevy Impala. Now, the crash occurred after the teen ran a stop sign and hit the victim's vehicle. Authorities believe that he was traveling between 76 and 83 miles per hour at the time of impact. Yikes. Okay. The impact caused the Honda to strike a metal light pole and a wooden power pole. My God, that was high speeds. At 15? There's no way you can control that car at that rate of speed. My God. The 4 victims were identified as 50-year-old grandmother Trinidad Hernandez and 2 granddaughters, Miley and Anaria, ages 11 and 1, and her 9-year-old grandson, Marvin. Trinidad and Miley were pronounced unalive at the scene. Ariana and Marvin later passed away at a nearby hospital. This is so sad. Nobody wins in this situation. Both families are definitely, dealing with the loss. Well, not really loss, but the father, of course, will probably pass away in prison from this prostate cancer. And the families that lost their 4 loved ones will definitely have to deal with this loss. So nobody wins in this situation, right? Moving right along, though. Sad, sad, sad. I always hate to do those types of posts, but we got to keep it all, we got to stir it up and have, different topics and touch on everything. Let's get into this next topic. You guys know that R. Kelly is in prison for racketeering and sexual inappropriate crimes, but a lot of people still like his music. A lot of people still listen to his music and support him. Teddy Riley is no different. Y'all know Teddy Riley is a great producer. He's produced a lot of great hits. Guy, for God's sakes, all of Guy's songs and albums have been very, very great albums. Michael Jackson's I Believe I Can Fly and all of that. He's done a lot of great stuff. So, but Teddy Riley, I can't talk, walks back R. Kelly comments, says that the collab idea won't move forward after backlash. So initially, Teddy Riley was saying he was going to put out this album with R. Kelly because R. Kelly hadn't put any music out in a while. He got a lot of backlash, okay? Teddy Riley got a lot of backlash because a lot of people are still upset at the reason why R. Kelly is even in prison. A lot of people are not supporting him. But Teddy Riley has decided, hey, let me backpedal a little bit because I don't know about this. I don't know. Now, not to say that the album probably wouldn't do well. R. Kelly does still have his voice. I've seen several videos while he's still singing in prison. So he still has that voice. I remember when he did the Chris Brown challenge and it went viral. So he still has his voice in prison. But a lot of people, unfortunately, they're not ready to hear anything from him because of the crimes that he committed. So Teddy Riley says, I want to address the Los Angeles Times interview directly. As a producer, I've always been excited about the possibility of music and creative collaboration. Now, that excitement has defined my career, but I also understand that words carry weight, and I never want my passion for music to overshadow the real pain, the real pain that many people have experienced. A lot of women have, okay? Mm-hmm. It goes on to say that if my comments cause hurt, I sincerely apologize. That was never my intention. I take seriously the impact that that abuse and misconduct have had on survivors and their families. Said that their experiences matter and they deserve to be acknowledged with care and respect. The idea mentioned in the interview in correlation with a previous post I made was simply that. A creative idea discussed in passing. It is not something that will move forward. Loving music. Move forward. Says loving music. Loving music and recognizing its cultural impact does not mean condoning harmful behavior. And I want to be clear about that. I have spent my life building a legacy rooted in innovation, integrity, and love for the art form. That remains my focus. I appreciate the dialogue and I remain committed to moving forward with the intention of and accountability. Thank you to everyone who continues to support me, my memoir, and the journey. So initially he was going to do a album with R. Kelly. Said the singer-songwriter Teddy Riley shares why he's working with R. Kelly despite 30-year sentence for sex trafficking. Says he has repented. So what? People are not ready to hear from R. Kelly. He is a great artist. He is a great singer. He was able to sell out arenas during the time that he was free, but at the expense of a lot of women who were trafficked and abused at his hands. So people aren't ready to hear R. Kelly right now. Some people are still bumping his music. Yes, I don't listen to him anymore, but I think maybe, and I don't want to speak for Teddy Riley, maybe he was tapping into the genius part of R. Kelly and the music side of it and not really thinking about the sex trafficking offense that he was actually put in prison for, serving a 30-year sentence for. So, I mean, it's a catch-22. Yes, he's talented, but fuck out of here. We're not ready to hear that. I'm not. But for anybody that does, I judge no one. If you want to listen to R. Kelly, listen to it, child. Blast it. I can't support it because of After seeing the documentary surviving R. Kelly, a lot of those women spoke on some of the songs that R. Kelly wrote that became very, very big hits were at the expense of their privacy, of them, of what they went through. The I Believe I Can Fly song was from a woman who said that she was impregnated by R. Kelly by repeatedly being R-worded by him, and she lost a baby. And it was the song I Believe I Could Fly was about the loss of her baby. And she says every time she hears that song now, she busts out crying. So, right. So songs will be, oh my God, that's my song. You don't really know what the song actually came from, and it's someone else's pain. You know, I cannot, because I'm a woman. So shit, I resonate with women in their pain and what they deal with. I wouldn't want, you know, I would think about shit if that was one of my family members and he did that shit too. I don't want to hear nothing he's saying or singing about, right? But let's move along. Let's move along, child. Shout out to Teddy Riley. We still love you, Teddy. But stand down on this one, honey. Stand down. Don't mess around and get your ass canceled trying to fuck with R. Kelly. That's all I'm saying. There's other people out here that has great talent, okay? That you can work with. Shit, you ain't got to fuck with R. Kelly. Let him serve his time and stay over there. All right? Let's get into Ray J. Ray J reveals that fans stole his heart monitor and pleads for it to be returned. Y'all know Ray J has a lot of medical conditions right now. The bleeding of the eyes we saw. Somebody was trying to say it was fake at one point. He said it was not, as well as his wife, Princess Love. But let's get into this. Ray J said the fans stole his heart monitor and he's offering money and everything to get it back. He jumped down into the crowd while he was performing the other day, and somebody snatched it off of him. I don't know who's that crazy to do that, but let's get into it. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked.
To get on with you now to like clear up some stuff, and then also send a message out to somebody who with something that I need that's important. Every time I do One Wish, I try to jump out in the crowd and touch the people and sing the song with the people, because without the people and without the fans, without the people coming to the show, we're nothing, right? So I always want to go to the crowd. I always want to touch the people. Unfortunately, as it got crazy going in the back under the tunnel, somebody snatched my heart monitor off. If you have the heart monitor, just let us know how we can get it back, if possible, because I need it for analytics. It's important. If not, they'll put another heart monitor on me, but I don't have no data for the past 2 weeks. And so it affects like them, you know, prescribing me what I need or telling me that I need to either slow down or I'm doing great. DM me, DM Melinda, TMZ, whoever, and let's meet up so I can at least get it back. Happy to get on with you now to like clear up some stuff, and then also send a message out to somebody who with some can at least get it back. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all need from us, we'll give it back to you, or we'll give you some cash or whatever. This isn't like some kind of like stunt that we're trying to pull or some kind of, you know, theatrical campaign. Like, this is serious. And if I put another one on, it'll just start creating and finding the analytics from the day I put it on, not, you know, the 2 weeks that I really needed it. And these past 2 weeks, it was pretty critical. Can at least get it back. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all need from us, we'll give it back to you, or we'll give you some cash or whatever.
Okay, so this is him. I'm on mute because it's music, so you guys can see. He be doing the most. If you have a heart monitor on, I mean, I don't know if he should be performing. Y'all see the blood coming down, but why jump into a crowd when you have on a heart monitor, when you have medical issues and all this stuff going on? Just stand up there and sing if that's what you want to do. If you want to still sing and reach the audience, you guys can see it on right here. It's look at him. See, you shouldn't have done that, because you have crazy fans that do stupid shit and will reach up there and grab it up out. I don't know who is that obsessed like that, but this is him. I'm not sure if he should have been even performing if you having heart problems. Like, why jump down in the crowd? I don't get it. Y'all let me know, child. I'm trying to be sympathetic and walk on eggshells when I say this, but Ray J, please sit down. Now somebody else is not feeling Ray J because they decided to cuss him out, and we're gonna look at it, child. Obviously, he's rubbed somebody the wrong way. Let's get it up here, child. All right, let's go to this next one. Y'all ready? Shout out to Live Bites. Ray J reposts video of commentator disrespecting him and accusing him of faking his illness. So this person here says that Ray J is a whole clown, and he's been out here lying to the good America people out here about his sickness, and was running around telling people that he was had several days to live or something like that, for some type of sympathy, for people to feel sorry for him, when that's really not the case. That's what this person is saying. Don't know how they know that, or not how you know his medical status. I'm not sure, but let's get into what this person had to say, because he has some very strong words for Ray J.
Ray J, Man, you was a bitch ass nigga. You done been around here acting like, man, you about to die. Talking about in 2026, this here is gonna be your last year living. And you did all of this here, man, to try to hype some comedy tour. You was a pure bitch. For real, man. And then on top of that, nigga, you gonna motherfucking goddamn try to motherfucking flag my videos talking about I'm harassing and bullying your pussy ass. Like, Ray J, you was a clown. For real, bro. For real, bro. You deserve everything you get now, man. Like, bro, you done damn came on here and faked like you had an illness, all that shit, like blood coming out your eyes, man. Nigga, you ain't shit, bro, but Brandy's brother, man. And like I said, nigga, if I had one wish, your ass really would be gone. Clown. Ray J.
That wasn't a nice thing to say. No one deserves to not be here anymore. I didn't mean to laugh. That's a lot, right? That's a lot to take in. Tell us how you really feel, sir. My God. Ray J. So Ray J is getting it hard. Somebody snatch your heart monitor. Now you're getting cussed out. Like, I don't know, Ray J. I don't know. Prayers up, though. I don't know. What y'all think sound off? 50 Cent always, the petty one, had time today. 50 Cent had time today. He is still trolling Jim Jones. Honey, Jim Jones got put out of his place over there, Lord. Jim Jones got evicted, and none other than damn 50 Cent done got the footage of the damn eviction where looks like Jim Jones went out somewhere and came back, child, and they done up and changed the locks on his shit. He couldn't get back in there. He kicking the door and everything. He was spazzing out in the damn hallway. Let's get into it, honey, because 50 Cent said, damn, bro, this wouldn't happen if we was friends. Said, they want to be friends? Said, I don't know. Let's rap about it. LOL. So y'all know the two of them been having words for quite some time, and 50 Cent is trolling the hell out of Jim Jones. Oh, my God. This is funny, but it's not. Let's get into it. Y'all know Jim Jones been having some financial issues here. Obviously, his studio place where he was working at, they shut that down because he wasn't paying the rent there as well. I know he was on a podcast with some people. They had locked the doors over there because they hadn't paid the rent. A lot of shit been going on with them. But let's get into this, child.
What was you talking about?
You done got evicted, y'all.
You're not supposed to hear Jim? Huh? He cut the lights off.
So as you got to see, he's spazzing out, child. They done up and locked him up out of there, child. Oh my God. He is spazzing. So he'll go down to another door. He can't get in.
What's up? What happened? Yeah, I'm good. No, it's mine. My property. All right.
So somebody came out like, yo, what's going on? What's all this damn kicking on the door? What you doing? He like, yo, I'm okay. He gonna go kicking on another door. So, yeah, he is spazzing, right? All right, so here's the notice. 50 Cent posted this online as well. Okay. So it says to IFC Management LLC. It's a notice that they posted on the door. Joseph Jones, which is Jim Jones, posted, and it gives the address regarding lease agreement dated December 17, 2025. Lease between All right, so it says that the notice is as follows: that tenant was served with a 15-day notice to of default. Wow. January 5th, 2026, which expired January 22nd of 2026 at a 5-day notice of termination. So it looks like he got put out. The tenancy at the premises has been terminated. Ooh. That pursuit to landlord rights under the lease. So pretty much is it 50 Cent? I don't know how he got his hands on this, but he posted this on social media. That's so fucking petty. To show that Jim Jones got put out of his place, y'all. This is sad in a way. Jim Jones, ever since you and Chrissy broke up, things been going downhill. I just saw a video of Chrissy the other day, dressed up to the nines, had on her little tight jeans. She was going to some type of event. She looked great. But she and Jim Jones decided to take a little break. They see each other, but they don't, because he doesn't want to get married and settle down. But he ain't got no money no more, girl. I think he done blew through his money. I think he should move on, because who let somebody string them along for 20 years and still don't want to commit, right? But obviously he has bigger fish to fry, as you guys can see here. So it says that Jim Jones says that Kung Fu Jim is what they call him, LOL. He says that I need you good movie to watch on this big screen. We got cable. So that's my favorite movie too. Okay, The Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy. Oh my God, I had the biggest crush on him back in the day. But so yeah, you don't need to be watching no damn movie. You need to be going somewhere and getting you a little 9 to 5, a little something going on so you can get some money circulate because you're getting put out and that's embarrassing. But let's move along. Let me know how y'all feel. So this is one of the reasons why I felt that Jennifer Hudson's show got renewed for a 5th season. I'll be honest with you, the Spirit Tunnel is what they call it on there. She's had a lot of great people come through there. And this person here, Anderson .Paak, I love him. Okay. Y'all know he did the song with Bruno Mars, Leave the Door Open, and a lot of other great songs, okay? But Anderson .Paak is a whole riot out here, and I love him. I'm not sure about this damn wig he has on, but baby, when I tell you he came through the Spirit Tunnel, they're saying this is probably one of the best Spirit Tunnels. I hope I don't have to edit this, but I have got to show it. So Anderson .Paak shows up to the Jennifer Hudson show, and they said he had one of the best Spirit Tunnels. He's crazy. Let's get into it. Shout out to Revolt. I love him. He said, "Now release me." He is crazy. They said this was one of the best Spirit Tunnels, okay? And I've watched quite a few of them. I ain't gonna hold you. I've seen quite a few of them with several celebrities coming through here. Even Angela Bassett Child with them. I said, Angela Bassett, these good knees. She was dropping it down and everything. I was like, okay, come on through, Angela. Okay, and she looked great. But she's had quite a few celebrities come through there. But Anderson .Paak, like, he really did that. Did y'all enjoy that? He is so funny. Oh my God. So shout out to him for that. So he says that this was the moment I waited for my whole life. He looked like he had a good time. Said, "Did not get off me." Now release. That's what he said at the end. But a lot of people were feeling that. They were like, "Oh my God, this is like the best one." He choreographed his own little Spirit Tunnel situation. So people were feeling it. I enjoyed it. I watched it now. That's like the 5th time now. I was like, "Oh my God, I love him." He is so funny and mad talented as well. So shout out to him. Jennifer Hudson got him on her show. So that's it. I see why now they've invited her back another season, because she does have a lot of great people come through there. So shout out to Jennifer. All right, nothing negative to say there. I told y'all yesterday, my show is coming back. They released the trailer, honey, and we got to look at it, okay? If you're not watching this show, I don't know what you're doing with your life, all right? I don't know what you're doing with your life. Shout out to Beauty in Black, all right? Shout out to Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black. It's coming back on March the 19th. I'm getting my entire life. But we're going to go ahead and look at the trailer right now for those of you that have not seen it. If you've not started watching it, please, 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 please. What up, Marcella? Y'all get on over there, honey. Start with season 1, or you're not going to know what's going on. Please do not start in season 2, because you're going to be lost, okay? You will be lost. So please get on over there and watch season 1. I binge watched it. I told y'all I watched 1 episode of Beauty in Black on season 1, and I could not stop watching it. I sat there and watched the entire season. My husband watched it too. We sit there and watch it together. But so season 2, part 2 is coming back March the 19th. Y'all ready for this? Oh my God, Marcella, you co-signing. You know, Beauty in Black is the shit. So let's go ahead and look at it. Shout out to Rico Ross, because he is definitely in the show, right? He's in the show. So let's get into it. Oh my God, I am so excited, y'all. Oh my God, let's go. So for those of you who don't watch, get your ass up over there. It's on Netflix, okay? If you don't have Netflix, go get it and watch. Let's get into it.
They are trying everything they can to cut each other's throats, including mine.
Better cut them throats first.
Got no other choice.
If my father, I'm just gonna let this little bitch run this company. He got something coming for him.
Let's get the meeting started. Oh, what is she, the new queen bee?
You want to tell me what happened to my son? If he dies, there'd be no place for you to hide.
You can't touch me.
I could touch the ones you love and make you go on living your life without them.
I married him for my survival. I'm going to survive. I don't know if he will.
I was calling to check on you. I need your help. I'm sorry. I'm not into begging.
Kimmy has the missing pieces. Do you think I'm something to play with?
You shut up the club.
This is getting more and more and more twisted.
Yes. Okay.
I'm the bitch with the information.
You don't know everything. What I have to share with you will make you blow that lace front clean off your head.
Oh Lord, I'll be right there. Yes, God. Okay. As soon as it drops on Netflix, I'm gonna be right there with my damn popcorn. March the 19th, baby. Okay. Just the trailer. Okay. If the trailer don't make you want to watch it, I don't know. Go ahead and get your life, honey. Start season 1 so you can catch up and watch all the way up to that point. March 19th, it will be back. It is on Netflix. Beauty in Black. Okay. Let's move on, child. Ooh, that made me excited, y'all. I love that show. Yes. All right, let's get into our reality TV portion of the show. Let's get into the things, honey. Let's get into the things. Y'all say I'm excited. Y'all excited? Yes, honey. Shirley Woodard says she is. Yes, me too. Wanda said she got chills. Me too. Woo, girl. I gotta go change my panty liner. Hold on. Oh, I'm good. All right, so child. Woo. All right, so shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. Let's get into Monique, child, with these bang-yangs going on, child. The high bun and the bang-yangs. I said I'll try from the last. Now, what you say from Acrimony? Oh, you didn't like her. Oh, okay, yeah. But Tyler Perry, I did see because I watched some more. Not to get off topic, and we're gonna get into this. But last night I did watch some more stand-up comedy thing. Y'all remember I told y'all that they were trying to cancel some more because she made this joke about this family that got pow-powed in a Dollar Tree or Dollar General, and she was saying that if something ever happened to her, that if somebody unalived her or she was unalived, like in a store, to don't tell her family and don't tell the public that it happened in a dollar store, to tell them it happened in a CVS. Well, from that comment in her stand-up comedy on her Netflix special, a lot of people have been saying they want to cancel her because of that. Unfortunately, I watched it last night. I was like, ooh, yeah, I don't know. And then it just happened. So a lot of people are still like grieving and mourning, and it's a sad situation. I don't know about making jokes about somebody being unalive, right? So I feel like maybe the joke was too soon, because sometimes you can kind of breeze over it and people will accept it. But when something like that tragic just happened, probably don't want to touch it, right? So the people are asking that some more be canceled. But also on Netflix, of course, Cat Williams does have a new special as well. I have not had a chance to see it. I'll probably watch it today. And I also see Madea also has another movie on there. I'm not touching that because I ain't into that shit. But Beauty in Black, oh, we there. I'm not watching because that shit look corny. The new Madea movie that he has on Netflix, I ain't watching that shit. But Beauty in Black, yeah. But let's get into this. The Bravo Shade Room, Real Housewives of Potomac star Monique Samuels takes viewer questions about co-star Angel Massey. She get on my nerve. She's saying she coming back next season, but then she was saying she wasn't. I don't know. Like, were you invited back or you just gonna come back, girl? Like what? So Monique Samuel says that her marriage was not opportunistic and that her comments about Angel's marriage came from a place of love and concern. Let's see, girl. Y'all know Monique be throwing shade.
This first one is from Tawana. She asks, can you please address your projection on your castmate Angel's marriage? Monique's marriage always presented as more of an opportunistic situation for fame and money. I don't see that in Angel's marriage.
Okay. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure why they would think my marriage was opportunistic. I was deeply in love with my ex-husband. There was nothing I wouldn't do for him. We started our whole relationship based off of just loving each other and helping each other be better, you know? So I don't know what that comment came from. But I will say it wasn't a projection. It was being experienced and seeing her as a depleted woman at that moment. So it wasn't about her marriage. It was more so about me telling her, like, hey, if you need help, I know sometimes when you're married to men who have means, when they are helping, they think it's enough, but you may need more. And I was a person where I needed more, but I didn't know how to ask all the time. And I started to become very hard in my girl circles and things like that. And I would take it out on.
This first one is from Tawana. She
That's a harsh question, right? Oh my God. Opportunistic and girl bye.
Circles and things like that. And I would take it out on them. That's what it felt like at the moment. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? She's made other comments herself about, you know, the struggles between him showing up and supporting her. And I just wanted her to know, based on what I'm seeing, hey, don't go down the road I went down. Let me step in and help. There was no judgment. It was love and concern that I came to her with. And it wasn't like when I was on the show and people were coming after me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I
you
was doing it in a
identified
loving way.
something and wish someone had done it for you.
Exactly. Circles and things like that. And I would.
What y'all think about that? They came in hot talking to Monique, right? Monique had to get them together. Don't let them know I was deeply in love with Chris. I don't feel like, I'll be honest with you, and a lot of people have a lot to say about Monique and Chris's situation. I do believe that she was really in love with Chris. Unfortunately, people grow apart sometimes, and that's just what it was. A lot of it had to do with Chris's mom, who did not like Monique either. So, you know, sometimes mama could get into the husband's ear and kind of deter him from doing some things, or maybe frustrations in the marriage. When people start to grow apart, I know Monique said that, hey, Chris used to talk crazy to her. We actually saw that on Love and Marriage DC, when they were sitting at the table, that scene. I was shocked. I was like, Chris, like, damn, he's telling Monique to like hush, like close her mouth like she was his child. I didn't like that. Because as a spouse, I don't think the spouse should never talk to a wife like that, especially in public, in a setting around or amongst friends or anyone. Like, don't tell me to shut up. I'm grown. I'm just as grown as you, right? Now that's gonna make me talk even more, because y'all know I'm insubordinate like a motherfucker when you do that to me. But at the end of the day, I feel like she was in love with Chris. Again, I feel like there were some things, some inconsistencies in the marriage that made the two of them grow apart. Monique was tired of his shit. He was tired of hers. They just decided to go their separate ways. I think that they respect one another. I do remember Monique was saying that there may have been some like abuse or some shit going on where he tried to choke her. That part I don't like. And that he's been kind of acting like a little biatch and kind of starting shit amongst the cast, the women of the cast of Real Housewives of Potomac, and telling them things about Monique. I don't like that either, because if you were married to this woman, she bore your child, there is still a certain level of respect that she is due, being that she was your wife and she carried your children. Like, and I don't understand why men don't get that. Like, even though you grow apart and decide not to be with another person, like, bitch, don't fucking disrespect me, because I bore your children. I was your wife. I put up with your shit. I washed your drawers. I cooked for you. I stood on your arm. I had your back like four flats on a motherfucking Cadillac. What we not gonna do is get in front of people and you show your ass and I'm supposed to just stand there and take it. I'm not that girl. Okay, I'm very vocal. I'll let you know. Fuck you talking to, right? I'm that girl. Don't never embarrass me and feel like you can check me or not. I just feel like it's a certain level of respect. Even though you go your separate ways in divorce, when you see me in public, bitch, respect me. I'm gonna respect you too, right? And I know y'all feel the same way. Chris, I don't know what kind of time you on, and I know Monique, you got a slick mouth too, and I'm not putting it all on Chris. I feel like both of you guys collectively, when you're in each other's presence or not, respect each other, because your kids got to see this shit. Your kids are of age where they can go online on social media and see this interaction between the two of you guys, and it's not cute. Chris should not be talking to the women of the cast saying anything disparaging about Monique. She's at work. She got to work with these hoes. So you don't want to give them any ammunition to be coming for her, especially when it pertains to your marriage and shit that happened. That's between the two of you. I just don't see it. I just don't see it like that. But shout out to her for speaking up on that. Let's move on. Oh, that made me mad a little bit. I hate disrespectful shit. That's just not cool. Okay, just respect each other, co-parent collectively, and keep it moving. All that extra shit, you don't need it, right, child? Lord God, take my damn belt off on him. All right, Chris, you acting like a BR out here. Nah, calm your ass down. All right, let's get to the next topic. Okay, Eva Marcel, formerly of Real Housewives of Atlanta. She is talking about her time on Next Top Model. Y'all know she was on there. And she's talking about some things with Tyra Banks. Now, she says she didn't experience some of the things that other girls are talking about. I showed you guys and talked to you guys yesterday about some stuff that they were saying Tyra Banks was doing, that she was a total mean girl and disrespectful to the girls on there. You know, sometimes people, when they make it, they start to feel themselves and they feel they can talk down to other people like, oh, you're beneath me. No, bitch, I'm not beneath you. I'm standing here beside you, and you can get cussed out while I'm standing here, right? Tyra Banks, I think you were feeling yourself just a little bit in the way that you were treating the girls on the show. Not just one person said it. Multiple girls said that you were fucking disrespectful. And because you felt like you were over them and you were probably signing their checks or are putting them in positions to get checks, that you could talk crazy to them. And I just disagree with that. But let's get into what Eva had to say, because she kind of got her start a little bit on Next Top Model as well. Let's get into it. She is at CBS Morning Show. Shout out to Jasmine Brand. Let's go.
Amazingly horrifying for the stories. I've lived my experience. I've walked in my shoes. And though there is a level of relatability, one would assume someone having walked in the same shoes. I had no idea. Like, absolutely no idea. Amazingly horrifying for the story.
The docuseries, you say you were in awe when you watched it because you didn't know what was going on behind the scenes, but it details many controversial moments, from the alleged sexual assault that happened to eating disorders to models being put in blackface, or one model who was people who were bullied. The docuseries, do you think that the judges and the producers had a role in creating this type of environment, even if you never saw it?
Absolutely. That environment could not exist without producers aiding and abetting what was going on. I've done,
do you think that the
reality now on every level?
Yeah.
Housewives. I mean, I don't know what's going on in someone's life unless the producers tell me. It's a part of how this thing works. At the time, we were kids trying to find our dreams realized and actualized by a woman that we believed could do that for us. And if she could see it in us, then the world would see it in us, because the world sees it in her.
Yeah.
So it was just a TV show
Yeah.
to win a competition.
Yeah. And we appreciate you coming in and adding a little bit more texture to this very late.
Actually, I will never fail to thank Tyra.
Yeah.
What Tyra set out to do in this business, I will always say, and especially for Top Model, initially, she set out to change the world, to change what the modeling industry looked like, sound like, felt.
Eva stay serving face, don't she? I mean, no homo. Every time you see her, she look great, even when she don't try to. Eva is that girl out here. Don't sleep on Eva, okay? Shout out to Eva.
Like, and expected.
Yeah.
I will never. She apologized a million times, but an apology to the person that you wronged is only as good as they could appreciate it. And so for the young girls that were sexually assaulted, she apologized. The young girls that now have eating disorders or look at themselves and never feel beautiful, that little girl in them that will always live in the woman that is them. There is no sorry, I think, that's big enough to truly feel and heal that kind of hurt.
Yeah. Well said.
The young girl.
So y'all know there was a docu-series, okay? Now they said that Eva Marcel, the winner of America's Next Top Model Cycle 3, says that she was genuinely shocked by the revelations in Reality Check inside America's Next Top Model. Sharing her true thoughts with CBS Morning, said that Eva admitted that she had not been contacted to appear in the documentary, and she was stunned by what she saw, telling hosts, "I watched it, and after I watched it, I was gobsmacked." Said that she added that the 3-part series was amazingly horrifying to be part of a club and not know what's going on in the club is crazy. She said that Eva, who was briefly mentioned in the docuseries, emphasized that she wasn't prepared for the controversial material that it revealed, including sexual assaults and bullying allegations. She acknowledged that she will never fail to thank Tyra Banks for what she set out to do with the modeling competition. So there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I never knew that, right? I never knew that because I watched a few episodes of America's Next Top Model. I told you guys that Tyra was trying to revive the show to bring it back on air. I don't know how well that's going to do with this damn docuseries that was put out to show how the girls were treated and how Tyra was seen screaming at them and disrespecting these women. Like, will the show do well? Will the ratings of this show do well now that people have had an inside view of what's been going on behind the scenes? Because, you know, that can change things. Documentaries will shut your ass down sometimes when you're trying to come back and revive certain things. A lot of people be like, yeah, no, girl, I saw the documentary. I ain't watching that shit. And that's kind of what it's given, right? So prayers up for all the girls that dealt with the sexual assaults and being mistreated and all that type of stuff and having to file lawsuits even on Tyra Banks because she was doing the fucking most. But let's move on. She was doing the most. Tyra, girl, I don't know what she was going through. Oh, Lord. All right. Yes, yeah. Eva is beautiful. She is. I'm happy that she and Mike Sterling are back together. Y'all know they got married again. Okay. They got married again. They decided to try again. I'm for that, child. Black love. I love it. So shout out to Eva and Mike, honey. They are doing their big one. They are back together and they are in love. So shout out to them. So Reality with the King. Thank you. Let's get into this next topic. They're talking about Kandi and Todd being a squatter in Kandi's house. Let's get into this because Carlos King has this attorney on here where he's asking some legalities as related to Todd squatting in Kandi's house. Now, is it possible for a husband to squat in a wife's home? Let's get into it. Social media users have been using the word squatter once court documents revealed that Kandi says that Todd is living in the guest house. Now, Judge Tyranny, I think that's how you say her name, breaks it down for Carlos King and this other lady on the show, CP Star Writer, in the latest episode of Reality with the King. Let's check it out and see what they're talking about. Let's see if Todd is a squatter by legal rights. Okay, let's go.
People are calling Todd a squatter legally by him being married to his estranged wife. They're still legally married. They do have an active prenup. Are you considered a squatter if you are staying in your wife's home legally that she owns because it was purchased before the marriage?
In the state of Georgia, squatters are going to be defined as people who have illegally moved into a property that does not belong to them. They do not have a right to ownership or possession. That has absolutely nothing to do with family law.
Okay. Which is
and I think that one of you may have said at the beginning that there was no document that called anyone a squatter.
Right.
Okay, so that means that what's happened is that social media, internet has just went wild with the racists. Right. They decided that they're going to make or try to make a situation that it looks like all parties involved are working really hard to keep peaceful.
When you are married to somebody for more than 10 years, could your prenup be challenged?
A prenup or any legal document can be challenged at any time. That does not mean that the challenge will prevail. And so when you're talking about a prenup or any other legal document, it's always going to look at the terms of the contract, if there was any duress or fraud involved, and if both parties were represented by legal counsel at the time, which means that they received legal consultation, and so it's going to be harder to challenge. Now, let's be clear. Sometimes you have contractual disputes all the time. That's exactly what a prenup is. It's a contractual dispute. And so there may be parts of the contract that are disputed where other parts are upheld. Okay. There may be times where you throw out the entire thing and a judge makes a decision. But again, you say that you actually saw a prenup before. The prenup is going to actually drive what happens in a separation.
Got it.
Once the challenge is decided, again, it could survive in parts or in whole. That is what will lead and dictate what happens in that dispute.
Reality with the King.
Boom. Now, I already said that I feel like there's going to be a little dagger thrown in there. How y'all remember I told you guys the other day where Todd was saying that Kandi and her family came in, and while Todd was away, they got Todd's belongings and moved him from the main house into the guest house. That could be a little ding, technically, right? Because you cannot, it's kind of like an illegal eviction, so to speak, because Todd was residing in the main house. And according to the prenup, Todd is able to stay in the house like a year, 12 months, and then he has to move out. But they're not even divorced yet, right? Their divorce has not been finalized yet. But Candy, of course, she's probably sick of his shit. Y'all know how it is when you sick of somebody, you don't want to see them. She probably tired of walking past him in the hallway. They're arguing. So she, that's an illegal eviction. So that could, she might shell out some money for that because you did not completely follow the prenup as it said, right? We've already covered that. I hate that for them, but at the end of the day, I really think that Todd is going to try to come up financially in this situation. Here's the reason he didn't want to sign a prenup in the first place. Todd wanted to be that type of husband, kind of like the old school. We come into this thing. You don't need a prenup. We just gonna be in love, and whatever's yours is mine. Whatever's mine is mine. That's probably how he was thinking. But Todd felt away about that fucking prenup. Y'all saw that. He was mad as hell. He was standing up there at the wedding with his face all balled up. I was just like, maybe I shouldn't get married. Maybe I should have another counseling session and figure this shit out, because nobody should be feeling any type of way on your wedding day, right? The fact that you waited so close to the wedding day to even sign it and try to not have to sign it, that was another thing. That was another red flag, right? I feel like if you guys are deciding to get married and a prenup is mentioned, respectfully, this woman has worked her ass off in her entire life since she was a teenager to become a millionaire by way of 30 million to be exact. It's probably more than that now because Candy is a workaholic. But at the end of the day, Todd, it said that you only came into this thing with like 500,000, like hello, 30 million, 500,000. She has every right to protect her assets and everything that she's worked hard for. Of course, y'all, I told you guys as well that Candy has put everything in her children's name, her pride, her home, her money, everything. She's split between all three of her children. Todd is nowhere on her any of her shit, right? And he was upset about that. He was also upset that Candy never added him to the home, being that he was the husband. And she said, no, everything that I own will go to my children. I don't think that should be how I'm not gonna tell a person how to do that shit, okay? I'm not gonna tell a person how to do that. I don't know who she has in terms of I don't know what she put Todd's name in. Maybe what she purchased him. Like I do know she purchased him 2 vehicles, a nice tricked out truck. She also purchased him a paid for sports car and some other things. They've also gone into business together as well. But maybe she has it set up to where he leave with maybe what it was accumulated during the marriage and then what he came in with. But everything else ultimately that she has accumulated prior to and throughout the marriage just goes to her kids. But I don't know, this shit is it's kind of it's a sticky situation. But technically no, I wouldn't say he's a squatter. I mean, because they are still married. Maybe he's just, he moved on. Well, he didn't move, they moved him to the other house to, I guess, probably avoid a lot of arguments and stuff, because when you're going through a separation and you don't want to see that nigga no more, that's the last thing you want, to be looking in his face. And he probably, say a little smart comments and shit. That is her house. That's her house that she purchased before she knew him. So if I was Todd, just to do the right thing and to keep shit from being just so I would just move out and get me a 1-bedroom until this shit is over and let them figure it out, all of the legal shit on the back end. I wouldn't stay there. I just wouldn't stay there, right? I said the same thing about Ralph and Drew. Like, bitch, get your ass out the basement and go get you a 1-bedroom. It's only you. Let Drew and them kids stay in that house and y'all hash that shit out in the end. As you guys can see, for Ralph and Drew, they got to sell the house and split the equity and whatever they get from the house. But in this situation with Candy and Todd, that's Candy's house, Todd. Get your ass out of there and just go get you a 1-bedroom, a condo, something. You got money because you're traveling abroad and everything. So go get you a 1-bedroom and you can still come and see the kids. I'm pretty sure Candy's not keeping you from seeing the kids, but just get your ass out of there. This shit is just too much. Obviously, you guys are going through some shit behind the scenes and it's too much. Just move out. Shit. Just move out and then figure the shit out on the back end. What y'all think? Sound off. All right, let's go ahead and get a jam session right quick, you guys, because my moms are alerting me to a jam session. Let's go ahead and get that out the way right quick while we're here. And you guys, please tap on that like button for me, okay? Tap on the like button for me. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. right. We're back. All right. Thank you guys. Please keep tapping on that like for me so we can push this video into the algorithm. I appreciate you all for being here. Everyone in the bushes, everyone in the chat. Okay, even the haters. Thank you guys for being here because views matter, girl. People just like Black Lives. Okay, we love you guys. Thank you guys. Some of y'all. I love some of you all. All right, haters. Yeah, no. But thank y'all because I know you're watching. Thank you guys for being here as well. Let's get into the next topic. Y'all sign off on that Candy and Tondo. Let's get into Miss Claudia Jordan. All right, housewives from a housewife. Thank you. Let's get into it, girl. Let's get into Claudia. I like Claudia. Claudia's a little firecracker, honey. All right. So Real Housewives of Atlanta, formerly, okay, Claudia Jordan gives her peach origin story. Let's get into Claudia talking about. She might be wanting to come back to the show because I think I've heard her mention quite a few times that she was open to come back if they offered her the opportunity. Would you guys want to see Claudia back on Real Housewives of Atlanta? I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't seen anybody else get Nene together like Claudia. Okay. I've not seen anybody else get Nene Leakes together and clear them, honey, like Claudia. Claudia was like that with the reason. Nene said something, Claudia was right back with it. I was like, oh, okay. But so she fit in with the girls because Claudia got a slick mouth and she's a businesswoman. She's doing her own thing. She has her own. All right, she got her own little mansion over there in Texas, riding around in her Bentley and whatnot. She's a businesswoman. She has jobs. So Claudia is that girl. I like her. So let's get into Claudia.
I was in LA. I had a show, a hosting job called According to His and Her. It was on a smaller network, and they let me and the other host go, and they were going to just change out the host. So I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I have no job, right? I'm living in LA. It's expensive. And so the same day, two of my friends were like, you need to meet Carlos King. He is a producer on Housewives, and he just does a bunch of stuff. So I'm like, whatever, I'm all depressed. We go to the Abbey in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
He walks in. He's like, I'm going to change your life. I go, you know who I am? He's like, yes. He goes, I've been wanting to work with you. I told Kenya Moore, I want you to come on the show. I go, okay. So within like a month or so, I was in New York at the offices of True Entertainment, auditioning, having an interview.
Mhm.
They all said, we love you, but how do we get you to Atlanta? It doesn't even make sense. I was moving to New York. They were like, all right. So nothing happened for a while. Well, anyways, I had a tryout with the Rookie Smiley Morning Show,
Yeah.
which is a syndicated radio show in Atlanta.
Oh, cool.
So I went down on my own dime, flew myself down there. I was going to do 2 days. The third day, they said, we want to give you a contract to be a part of our show. in
That's so
Atlanta.
cool.
So I called Carlos King and said, hey, I got a reason to go to Atlanta. I got a job. And they were like, really? So that same week I started
That's
the
cool.
radio show, I started filming for Housewives. Did not really watch much of it before I did it. So I
Yeah.
didn't really know what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, I'm just going to be authentic and be me. I was just on there as a friend of the show.
Yeah.
So I wasn't they weren't getting into my storyline. When you're
Right.
just a friend, you don't get that. You just
Right.
show up to the Housewives storyline.
Right.
While I was on set, Nene Leakes and I were all in Puerto Rico, and there was this epic showdown between us.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was going to happen. I didn't know she
Yeah.
was going to like start shit with me. And the way I responded was so like on point
Yeah.
that they were like, oh my God, we got to make her a housewife. So it was like mid-season.
Oh, wow.
Didn't really have much time to film and get a storyline. So for the people that have been very critical of me and said, you were just brought on to attack Nene Leakes, not the case. I was
Right.
brought in as a friend. I was minding my own business, drinking wine in Puerto Rico. She started with me. I responded in kind, and it was one of the most epic scenes of Atlanta Housewives ever. Everyone still talks about Puerto Rico to this day.
Mhm.
And she was actually, I got it to her credit, she told production, now that's who you need to make a housewife.
Oh, wow.
And she said she'd be good for the show. I was in.
I never knew that. Look at Nene. Nene stay getting the girls hired out here, okay? Because she helped. I think they said she spoke up for Portia being on the show too. So shout out to Nene, okay? No hate there. But she did have a little showdown with Nene Leakes, honey, and that was an epic moment on the show. So I did not know that that's why one of the reasons why they decided to make Claudia a full-time cast member or peach holder on the show because of her interaction and argument with Nene on the show. Wow, that's news to me, right? Let me know what y'all think about that. Would you guys want to see Claudia back on the show? On Real Housewives of Atlanta, do you think that she can mesh with the girls that are on there now? Let me know. All right, let's get into this Lunel, honey. Lunel, is she gonna kiss and tell? Y'all know she's supposed to be dating Al B. Sure. But Lunel pulled up, child, to Side Dish TV, the podcast, and she gave some exclusive tea on her relationship with R&B crooner Al B. Sure. I had the biggest crush on him back in the day, okay? Yes, God, I did. I had the biggest crush on him back in the day. But let's get into this interview again with Claudia. Okay.
What's the sex life giving?
Well, and Christopher Williams. Him and Christopher Williams. I was in love with both of them. Y'all gonna tell me nothing.
Because it's I'll be sure, we don't discuss nothing like that. Daytime, nighttime, midday, around your parents, around your children, in the air, upside down, right side up, eating, drinking, on the boat, in the helicopter, on the water, in the sky. That should answer your previous question.
What's the sex life giving?
Well, because it's I'll be sure, we don't discuss nothing like that. Daytime, nighttime, midday, around your parents, around your children, in the air, upside down, right side up, eating, drinking, on the boat, in the helicopter, on the water, in the sky. That should answer your previous question.
What's the sex life giving?
Well, because it's I'll be sure, we don't discuss nothing like that.
People do say they don't believe the two of them are dating. They feel like they just have like this really close friendship. I do remember Al B. Sure saying in one of his videos that during the time that he was going through his coma and his medical conditions, that Lunel was like to the hospital every day to come and see about him. And he just feels, I guess, like emotionally indebted to her. Y'all know she kind of went through losing her husband most recently, so he was there for her for that. It's kind of like a friend, a very close friend, being there for each other. And sometimes people do develop close feelings, especially when grieving is involved, okay? Because you kind of don't really know how to place those. You don't really know when a person is like loving on you a whole lot. You kind of do fall for a person sometimes, right? It happens, shit. But from what they've been giving, like he's been kissing her in the mouth and kissing on her and hugging all up on her and kind of showing her that boyfriend, girlfriend type of love. A lot of people are like, yeah, we don't believe it. So I don't know. She's saying, hey, and I don't blame her. You don't kiss and tell. He is a public figure and so is she. You don't really need to tell that. People are going to ask, oh my God, what is the sex life with Al B. Sure? Don't tell, girl. Don't kiss and tell. Do not. That's something you don't do. Women don't ever do that. Let another woman always wonder. Don't ever give another bitch a heads up about what your man can do in the bedroom, because then they gonna want to find out. Let them keep wondering, right? Let a bitch wonder. I will never go into detail about what my man can do and how he do. Bitch, if he cracked the back of my leg behind my head, you will never know about it. Now, I'll say, hey, I'll spin on a few. I'll tell you what I do, but I'll never tell you what he do. Okay? Now, I have said, and I will say this, I have put out there that you can tell a lot about a man by how well he dance, okay? If he got good rhythm and he dance good, that's one of the things that I loved about my husband when I first saw him. He was like, let's go out dancing. And I was like, oh, okay. So I watched him. I watched him and how he moved, like he can dance his ass off, okay? And that was one of the things that I like. I said, oh my God, if he can move like that standing up, I can't even imagine how he could be laying down. And oh my God, here we are almost 20 years, almost 20 years together. Oh my God, right? We can't leave that kind of action. But at the end of the day, you don't kiss and tell. You don't kiss and tell. Obviously, we're happy over here, right? But let's get off me. Okay, let's get off me. But in terms of these two, I respect the fact that she don't want to kiss and tell her personal interaction with him. If they're together, they're together. I mean, she's no longer married. He's single. I mean, it just would work. But I think when we think about Lunel and then Al B. Sure, who we've always known as this fine specimen of a man, being with someone like Lunel, not that she's ugly, but I mean, we always see him as like, or have known him to be with like real cute, slender type model chicks or whatever. But hey, if he like Lunel, if they like each other, child, let them people be together. I don't care, right? I'm just saying, let them be together. If they love each other, who am I to say anything about it, child? Love who you love, right? Love who you love. All right, moving right along. Let's get into this next topic. Oh, you can definitely tell a lot about a man by the way he moves. If your man can dance with a good girl, got good rhythm. Okay, you need rhythm. Rhythm is important. It's essential out here. All right, moving right along. Let's get into this Phaedra Parks news and Cynthia Bailey, who don't age at all. Do Cynthia age at all? I hear Cynthia's like 56. Don't look a day of it. Okay, she is aging in reverse. Benjamin Button out here. So Real Housewives of Atlanta, Phaedra Parks is honored as the Grand Marshal, and Cynthia Bailey and her beau, the gay one. Okay, him, the broke wrist one, child. Okay, his name is Prince, child. Love Prince is what they call him. Y'all know he's from the Netherlands. Okay. Yes, he's over there on the Netherlands, from the Netherlands, okay, over there with the booty brownies and whatnot. Because I done told y'all, because this guy came forward to say that yeah, he was balls deep in somebody over there. They show some support out here. So Faithful says that some weekends you attend, this one you experience, okay. Hashtag Zulu Ball was elegance, culture, music, and pure joy, all in one night, girl. From the gowns to the vibes, everything felt royal, including me. Y'all know Phaedra is something with words, okay? Says, thank you, what is that? Zulu something, 1909, and President Rainey for your exceptional hospitality. Okay. So she's been honored, the Grand Marshal. So shout out to her for that. Okay. Shout out to her for that. And shout out to Cynthia coming with her flaming Cheeto ass boyfriend as well. I don't know why these girls want to be with these guys who like being with guys. I just don't know. Is that the new style now? I don't know, child. Shout out to you though. Okay. Shout out to you. All right, let's move on. Let's move along. Let's get into this. There is a statement from Mama Joyce. Let's get into that for you guys. Mama Joyce ain't nowhere in the hell, and I should have moved that down while we were already talking about Candy and Todd. But Mama Joyce ain't nowhere in the hell. My daughter done worked this damn hard for Todd as the little Todd, little leprechaun Todd to come through here and take my daughter shit. Hell no. All right, so shout out to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Real Housewives of Atlanta drama just erupted and the cameras caught everything. So this may be a thing. So let's see. Mama Joyce, they said, started to speak and Candy Burris physically turned her away mid-interview. We saw that, right? Where TMZ ran up on them and was asking. I said yes in broad daylight with paparazzi rolling as the explosive divorce from Todd Tucker spirals into a bitter public battle. One protective move just sent shockwaves through the Bravo universe. Now, for years, fans watched the tension, the warnings, the clashes. Now, with court allegations heating up and old wounds resurfacing, Mama Joyce's chilling words, child, about protecting her daughter are so going viral. And suddenly her past I told you so moments are hitting very differently. Now, Mama Joyce respectfully did tell Candy, don't marry this nigga, all right? Don't marry him. Now, he ain't what you think he is. A lot of us thought Mama Joyce is just hating. She don't want nobody to be with Candy because, you know, of the money situation. But I gotta be honest. Mama Joyce, I guess, was right? Todd turned out to be a dud. He was out here cheating and doing all the things he shouldn't have been doing. But let's get into what Mama Joyce had to say in her statement about Todd. Let's get into it. All right, so that's them, honey. Okay. Let's get into it. So Mama Joyce says, when you've watched your child build her empire from nothing, sacrifice sleep, tears, and trust to protect what she earned, you don't stay silent when that piece is threatened. Says, I don't hate anyone. I just refuse to watch my daughter carry what was never hers to fix. All right. Shout out again to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I agree with that. Okay. As parents, we are very protective of our kids. When they get married to someone and they break their heart, you really have to step in as a parent and help soothe that wound and be there for them. Okay. I feel like Mama Joyce was a little bit too much into Candy's business as her marriage. She's a grown woman. Whatever she's going through with Todd, just be there for her. Don't insert too much. I feel like a lot of Candy and Todd's issues came a lot from Mama Joyce inserting too much. You know, the way she treated Todd's daughter, I didn't like that either. I saw a post where Todd's daughter was saying that she hated coming to Candy's house and Mama Joyce would come there. She would go into another room to avoid Mama Joyce because she always stayed saying negative things about her and stayed throwing out negative innuendos about Caleb and making her feel uncomfortable in certain spaces. I don't like that because she didn't deserve that. She's just Todd's daughter who just so happened to be family by way of marriage. She's just there, you know, to be supportive of her dad. And Candy liked Todd's daughter Kayla as well. So for Mama Joyce to come over there and say very disparaging things or comments about her or kind of look at her and give her the stank face, you know, maybe she didn't dress as well as Riley or something like that. She always made her feel uncomfortable. So for that, I didn't like. But in terms of Mama Joyce being a mother, I feel like she's one of those hovering moms. Okay, she just don't let shit go. But at the end of the day, she's a very protective mom, as she should, but I feel like she inserted too much in this. But in terms of protecting her daughter, yeah, do all of that, but not to the point where it's too much to where you're overbearing, right? Let Candy be a grown-up. Let her find out. Let her find out. It was and it was every boyfriend. If you guys remember watching like old episodes of Real Housewives of Atlanta, any man that Candy wound up dating or being with, Mama Joyce didn't like him. Well, just don't like him, right? She didn't give him a chance because I feel like she didn't want that wedge of someone else to come in to where she felt like she was pushed to the side, because that's all she knew was just, it was her and Candy. It was her and Candy. Maybe that closeness to Candy came when she lost her son, because y'all know Mama Joyce had a son that wound up being unalive. He wound up passing away. So maybe her closeness came to where she and Candy became kind of like sister daughters, okay, so to speak, after she lost her son. And after that, it just went downhill from how Mama Joyce's attitude is and how she began to treat every single person that tried to come into Candy's life. Maybe she just didn't want them to be in Candy's life because that would make her feel like that, like she was being pushed to the side, so to speak. And the money thing too. But what y'all think? Let me see. All right, so we saw that. Yeah, I'm gonna can that last topic. But what y'all think, y'all? Y'all let me know of all the topics that we discussed here, okay? Let me know. What up, Bricks Block? We love her. Y'all check out Bricks Block. She's the shit over there. When I tell y'all she be having her little videos and her songs and stuff over there, y'all check out Bricks Block. She is so mad talented. I love her, okay? Yes, we love Bricks Block. So y'all check her out. She is a content creator, okay? She says, Mama Joyce need a man. She keep running off all her men. Candace try to set Mama Joyce up with several people. She don't want to be with nobody. She wants to be in Candy's business. I think that would be too much of a distraction for Mama Joyce to have a man, because then she can't be all up on Candy and what she's doing, right? But yes, y'all sound off on all the topics because we had a lot of great topics for this show. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate the love. Say you love me, Cameron. Yes, honey, we love you, Britt. We love you, Britt. Okay. But y'all check out Britt and y'all give her some support over there on her channel, some support on her channel, okay? As well as all the other content creators. Thank you to my top flight mods for doing an awesome job as well. Tiffany Thomas, Rose Ormstead, and Truth TV Podcast. Thank y'all for putting your capes on and getting in here and doing a good job as well. Thank you to all the Caramellians. Thank you to all of the, let me add Britt's Block to my list, y'all, because I got a list. Because Britt's Block be over here too, and I don't want to miss child. I don't want to miss acknowledge her as well. But let me go ahead and read out all my content creators that usually be here supporting. All right, so Astute Queen B, Black Women in the Building, Miss Dee, Simple Mom Family TV, Jonetta Speaks, JCD Creations, Shay P, Shay Renee, Queen Speaks TV, Deary Talk Show, Schoolboy, Just a Tea Please, Marcella, I saw you in here as well, and of course Britt's Block. Thank you. These are all the content creators that usually come through and support. So thank you guys all for being here. Everyone in the bushes, everyone in the chat, haters, again, thank y'all, because hey, it's views, right? Views do matter. But thank y'all so much. I will see you guys for a midday pop in. You guys have a wonderful Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Okay, says love you, Karen Mariel. You are the bomb. Love your content. Thank you so much, Alexis Hardiman. I appreciate you watching. Again, guys, please go over and check out our other channel, Rails World. Check out all of our parody videos that we're doing as well. Those are doing well. Thank you guys. I'm going to be uploading some more of those today. I did upload some last night as well. So y'all check those out, get your laugh on, and come on back later on. Keep your notifications on so you guys will know when I go live, okay? Please like this video and all other videos that we've done as well. Until the next video, bye.